Hi, and welcome to the Shadow Seekers, where we explore the unknown, the unexplained, and the mysterious. Have you ever been deep in the woods and suddenly felt like you weren't alone? Not just watched, but mimicked. Tonight, we explore one of the internet's most chilling legends. This is the story about the Anansi's Goatman, a creature that doesn't just stalk, it also pretends and mimic. This is the story of a camping trip that went very, very wrong. It started like any other night in the backwoods of Alabama. A group of teens decided to go camping, just some friends looking to escape the boredom of a quiet summer. They chose a secluded area surrounded by forest, far from any town or main road. There were about 10 of them, including the storyteller, who goes by Spooky Noodless in the original post. The night was filled with laughter, music, ghost stories, but nothing out of the ordinary, until they noticed something strange. There was one extra person in their group. They couldn't figure out when the person had joined them. He looked familiar, just another teen in a hoodie, blending in with the rest. No one could quite recall inviting him, but no one questioned it. Not yet. The group chalked it up to bad memory or someone bringing a friend unannounced. But strange things began happening. One of them complained of a foul, metallic smell. Another kept seeing shadows moving at the edge of the campfire. And then, the noises started. Coughing, clicking, laughter, that wasn't quite human. And footsteps, too many of them, circling the tents in the dead of night. The storyteller began to notice that the group would recount conversations that never happened. People would leave the group to go to the bathroom and return, only to be sitting in the circle already. Sometimes there were two of the same person. Eventually, they realized the truth. Something was impersonating members of their group. It would slip in silently, mimic their voices, repeat phrases it had overheard, but always just a little off. They remembered an old legend. Locals called the Goatman, a shapeshifter, a creature that imitates humans to lure its victims away. The more time it spends near people, the better it becomes at blending in. The group was now paranoid, exhausted, and terrified. They began doing head counts obsessively, but the numbers never added up. Sometimes there were 10, other times, 11. One night, they caught one of the figures crouching, watching them from behind the trees. It stood too tall, its limbs bent unnaturally, and then vanished. That was enough. They packed up in the middle of the night and ran, leaving tents, supplies, and everything behind. And they never returned. To this day, no one knows exactly what they encountered. Some say it was a skinwalker, others believe it was a wendigo. But the locals, they still call it the Anansi's Goatman. A creature that doesn't hunt with teeth but with imitation. A predator that becomes you. The Goatman is a mysterious humanoid creature, with the head or features of a goat, often depicted with cloven hooves, horns, and glowing eyes. Its origins and descriptions vary depending on the version of the legend you're telling. In this popular modern retelling, the Goatman is a shape-shifting entity that stalks groups of people, blending in by mimicking voices, appearances, and mannerisms. Originating in Prince George's County, Maryland, the Goatman is said to be a former scientist who was mutated during an experiment gone wrong at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center. Some link it to older myths of satyrs, fauns, and Pan from Greek mythology, nature spirits tied to wild places, sometimes trickster, and sometimes violent. So next time you go camping, pay attention to the faces around your campfire. And if your group suddenly seems bigger than you remember, then the only thing you have to do is to run. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to Shadow Seekers for more urban legends and chilling stories. And remember, not everything that looks human is human.